Faculty Development Program on Diagnostic Maintenance of Mechanical Systems. Without wasting much time, I would like to invite our today's first speaker, Dr. Rupesh S, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, PH College of Engineering, Mandya, to share his knowledge on the topic hands-on sessions on Mendeley's desktop. Sir has secured his PhD in biomass gasification from NIT Calicut, and his area of research include thermochemical gasification and biofuels. He has published 11 peer-reviewed international journals and 14 international conferences. He also serves as a reviewer of reputed international journals published by elsewhere, Wiley, Springer, and American Institute of Physics. He is also a certified advisor of Mendeley, owned by the academic publisher Elsewhere. I welcome you, sir, for today's session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the nice introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
My PPT is visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Very good morning to all. Today we'll be having a hands-on session on Mendeley desktop software for reference management. My presentation covers installation of the software and demonstration of its main features. This is the overview of my presentation. Reference management, Mendeley desktop software, installation of the software, and demonstration of its main features. First, we'll start with reference management. What is reference management? It is the process of organizing literatures in an easily retrievable and citable form. That is, arranging literature systematically in such a way that it can be retrieved easily as and when required. Why we need reference management? Reference management is inevitable for literature review, writing articles and theses, sharing articles with other researchers. We know that literature review is the essential part of any research. In literature review, we have to review or refer number of journals, some journals even twice or thrice. Moreover, in literature review, we are not supposed to miss not even a single journal or article pertaining to our area. So proper reference management is essential to make this process easy and confusion-free. Similarly, while writing articles and theses, in that case also we have to deal with a large number of references. If these references are in easily retrievable form, then we can considerably reduce our time and effort for the same. Proper reference management also enables effective sharing of articles with the other researchers. So, systematic management of literature is essential for the proper handling and retrieval of articles as and when required. Next, we see what are the difficulties associated with handling these literatures. See this figure? This difficulty is basically due to lack of organization. That means your files are not organized properly. Not organized properly means you need extra time and effort to retrieve them. Another difficulty is downloaded but forgot. You might have downloaded the file but uncertain about the location. Why this happens? Mainly this happens because of inappropriate file naming. Mostly the file will be with the default name during downloading. Another issue is multiple files with and without annotations. This problem may occur with hard copy as well as soft copy of your literature. For example, you are taking a hard copy of the literature and you will go through it, you will write some points on it. Later you may misplace it. Then you will take another hard copy, you will be writing some other points on it. That means we fail to consolidate all the annotations in a single particular file. This same difficulty may happen with soft copy also. Even if you manage all these things, now you reach to article writing phase. Then we have to create citation styles and bibliographic style as demanded by the publisher. Citation style is nothing but the format by which we will enter or will represent the articles inside the literature. And bibliography style or bibliographic style is the format by which we will be introducing the or listing the literatures towards the end of the article. Another issue is sometimes we will be encountered by a hardware failure, unexpected hardware failure, or forced system change. The hardware failure means failure of your laptop. Even though you have arranged all these things properly, if you have a hardware failure, then you will be losing all your data. Suppose you manage all these things, you have prepared your manuscript. We know that after preparing your manuscript, we have to meet your research gate. Now, at this point of time, ResearchGate is asking you to include or delete one journal or article to this. This is going to be a problem, that is addition or removal of references suggested by the supervisor. Why? Because in the prepared article, if you add or remove any of the literature, then the entire sequence of literature in the citation as well as bibliography is going to be changed, and it's going to be an hectic task for you. The same difficulty happens when you communicate this journal to a article to a journal and the reviewer suggests you an addition or removal of the references. Suppose the journal your manuscript got rejected from a journal, then what you have to do? You have to communicate this journal to another article to another journal, where the citation style as well as the bibliography style may be entirely different from the previous one. Then you will be forced to make a change in citation style and change in bibliography associated with this particular article. Now, if we try to solve or resolve all these problems manually, it is going to be hectic as well as time consuming. This necessitates the use of an electronic reference manager or a reference management tool. In this session, we will see how we can use Mendeley Desktop to address all these problems and resolve them. Today, we have a number of reference managers available commercially. For example, Zotero, RefWork, Citavi, Mendeley, EndNote, and so on. Then why specifically Mendeley? We choose Mendeley basically due to two main reasons. One is Mendeley is an open source software, and the other one is Mendeley is free, is a user-friendly software. Open source means it's free to download and use. In this hands-on session, we will be dealing with the major attributes of Mendeley Desktop software, and we will see how we use Mendeley Desktop to address the above issues. Now, a few words regarding Mendeley Desktop software. Mendeley, as I mentioned, is a free reference manager. It's an open source software. Mendeley Desktop Mendeley was established by 3 German PhD scholars in 2007. After several development stages, Mendeley was acquired by the academic publisher Elsevier in 2013. Now, Mendeley is a part of Elsevier. Regarding the main features of Mendeley, Mendeley can act as a single platform to store, organize, and search references. It can auto-generate citation and bibliography. Mendeley Desktop software also acts as a PDF reader where you can read, highlight, and annotate PDFs. You can share this annotated PDF with your research members or research students also. Mendeley Desktop also facilitates location and independent access to the files stored. In this hands-on session, I will demonstrate these features of Mendeley Desktop. We'll start our hands-on session by or with the installation of the Mendeley desktop software. You can use this particular link to download the software. First, we will download the software. For your convenience, I can share this link with you in the chat box. Now you can follow the link and download Mendeley desktop software. Once you follow this link, you'll be getting into a page where you have a download option. You can see the download option here. And once you select this, you can download Mendeley desktop software. Mendeley desktop software is supported by Windows OS, Mac OS, as well as Linux platform. But this session is only for Mendeley desktop in Windows. I hope that you have downloaded the software. If you have downloaded, I can proceed. Your response will be appreciated. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you,
Yes, sir.
Noel sir, for the response.
Yes, sir. Downloaded.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. So once you download, you have to double click that application. Then you will be getting a window like this. So you have an option known as next. You have to initiate the installation by clicking next. Then, like any other software, you have to follow the instructions given by the application so that you can gradually finish the operation within no time. Once you complete the process, you will be getting a shortcut icon for Mendeley desktop in your system. You will be getting a shortcut icon. After completing the installation, you will be getting a shortcut icon on your desktop. Is it okay? Shall I proceed? I hope that you have reached so far. Okay, thank you, Meera, for a response. So once you install, you'll be getting an icon on your desktop. Now you have to double click that icon, Mendeley icon. Once you double click that icon, you will be getting a window like this. Now, if you are already a user of Mendeley desktop software, you'll be having the credentials. By using the credentials, you can log into the software. But if you are a new user, first you have to register to use this software. So here you can have an option known as register. You have to click this. So for the sake of new, demonstrate how we can register into Mendeley desktop software. First, you have to select register. Once you select register, you'll be getting a window like this, a welcome window from Elsevier. You can enter an email ID to this particular section and press continue. Are you able to follow this? Okay, hope that it is fine. So once you enter, okay, thank you for the response. Once you enter your email ID and select continue, you'll be going to a window like this, where you can do the registration by setting your username and password. Once your username and password set, you can go to this site and you'll be getting a register button. You can select it. You have to, there are conditions given here for setting your password. You have to obey that. And based on that, you can create a password and set a password and username and you can go for register. Once you do, you will be getting a welcome message from Elsevier and showing continue to Mendeley. At this point of time, I will wait for you to follow me to complete the procedure. You may please intimate me once you reach this particular session. Have you completed so far? Have you completed so far? Okay. Okay, Rakesh, thank you for the response. Okay, Noel sir needs 2 minutes. Okay, fine. Thank you, Rakesh sir. Thank you, Noel sir, for the response. So we'll wait for 2 minutes so that all the participants can install it and take the full benefit of this session. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir, for the response. So we'll proceed. So once you do this, now you can minimize. Once it is completed, you can minimize the tab for the time being. Again, you can go and double click on the icon, your Mendeley desktop icon. Once you double click, you will be taken back to the previous page like this. Now you have registered and you have the login credentials. So you have to enter the login credentials here that you have used for registering this Mendeley desktop software. Once you have entered this, you can go to sign in. Right side bottom, you have a tab known as sign in. If you click sign in, you can enter into your software. I repeat, after getting this welcome message, you have to minimize the tab, Chrome tab or your browser tab. Then you go to your software icon, double click it. So you'll be getting the previous window. Now you have registered. You can enter the login credentials to this particular respective portion. So now you have successfully logged in to your Mendeley desktop software. Please intimate me once done, because this is an hands-on session. I need your response. Have you logged in? Okay. Thank you for the response. So once you log in, or once you sign in, you'll be getting into a window like this. This window is the user interface for Mendeley desktop software. So now we'll start the hands-on session with the software. So at first, we'll see how to create folders in this software. Because if you want to have a systematic arrangement of files in this particular software, then you have to make a systematic arrangement of folders. For creating folders, we have to come to My Library. See, this is your My Library. On the left side, you can see My Library. Under My Library, you have an option known as Create Folder. So by using this Create Folder, you can create and manage your folders. Once the folder is created, our next step is to add files into Mendeley desktop software. You can add files into Mendeley desktop software using different methods. The simplest method is by selecting the folder and dragging and dropping your file from your hardware device or from your device to this particular location. That means you have to simply drag and drop file to this particular location. Next, systematic way of adding files is by using this pull down option under file. Under file, you have a pull down menu. In that pull down menu, you have an option known as add files. If you click this add files, you can directly upload or you can directly add your files from your devices like desktop or laptop. So these are the main two methods to add files to Mendeley desktop software. At this point of time, I will demonstrate how to create folder and add files in Mendeley desktop software. So you might have seen the user interface like this. Are you ready with the user interface? Please respond.
Yes, sir, it's working, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the response. So now I will show you. Already I have created some folders. So now I will demonstrate how to create a folder. See, this is your my library that I have told. Now you just come to create folder. You just create a folder here. So you can name the folder. Suppose I am naming it as C1. See, that C1 folder is formed. Again, if I want to create another folder, C3, it will come like this. So likewise, we can make folders like. Now, if I want to make subfolders to C1 means you have to right click, you have to select the folder, you have to right click the folder, and you have to get this option new folder. See, now this new folder I'm going to name it as C11. So C11 is nothing but a subfolder of C1. Again, if I want to make subfolder, one more subfolder in C1, again right click, new folder, C22. Suppose I want to make an existing folder C3 as the subfolder of C1, you can take it, you can drag it and put it inside C1 so that now C3 is a subfolder of C1. C3 is a subfolder of C1. If I want to delete one folder, right click it, remove folder. They will ask for confirmation, it will be deleted. So this is how you create folder and subfolder in a Mendeley desktop software. Now I will demonstrate how I can add files to Mendeley desktop software. For example, I am going to take this folder A, and in this folder I am going to add some references. So I will just demonstrate that drag and drop option for you. So I have some files for demonstration here. So you have to first select the folder in which you have to add the files. Just click, now it is selected, the folder A is selected. I am going to use drag and drop option to add files to here. So you can take, suppose I'm going to add this file. I can drag the file and drop here. See, the file has come. This file has come. This file, if I open this file, it will be methanation of syngas from biomass gasification. That file, it has come. Also, if I want, I can demonstrate. If I want, I can add files from my desktop using add files option. See, add files option. If you go to this menu under files, click add file. So you can access any location of your PC or device. Then you can select. Now already I have added this. Now I will select this. All these I'm going to add. So you have to select all these things. Whatever files you want to add, you have to select it and you can open it. So see, it will be automatically added to. It will be automatically added to your desktop, Mendeley desktop. Once your file is added, now I will demonstrate how we can view the details of the file added. So for finding out the details of the files added, first we have to select the file. Just one click to select the file. Now you have two options here, details and contents. You can take details, this option, on the right side. The right side you can see one small window. Here you have an option known as details. If anybody is not able to access this right side window, they have to go to tools, show document details. If you give, you will be getting this particular window. So under details, see, if I select one journal under details, you can see which type of journal it is, what is the title of the journal, what is the author name or who are the authors, what is the publisher name, then what is the year of publication, volume, issue, pages, abstract, keywords, everything will be auto-populated. That means whenever I add a file into it, all the data of that article will be auto-populated in this detail section. Now, if you want this to happen, there is a condition. This Mendeley can extract all these details from a file if and only if you download the file from an authorized website. That is, like Elsevier, Springer, or Taylor and Francis, you are downloading it authentically, then only this data is going to auto-populate. We call this as a metadata of this PDF file. So this metadata, so Mendeley can auto-populate or auto-extract the metadata of the articles once it is added to the software. See, we can see the data of the software even without opening this particular file. That is another feature. Now, the next section, contents. If you go contents, you can see the contents of the selected article. What are the contents inside? The headings we can see here. Suppose if I select another article, see, likewise, sorry. If I take another article, you can see the contents likewise. So if you select the contents, you can see the contents over here, contents of that particular article. So by seeing the contents, for example, I want to read this section, Cynthia's methanation. So what you have to do, you come to the content, you just double click it, the PDF file will be opened and you will be moving to Cynthia's, it means it will be moving to that particular section. For example, suppose catalyst I want to, so it will be moving to the catalyst session. Biomass gasification I want to, it will be moving to that particular session. Acknowledgement, it will be moving to that page particularly. Acknowledgement, that page it will be taken to. Reference you want, it will come into reference. So likewise, even without opening this, you can directly navigate. Introduction means it will be going to the introduction is in this page. The page which contains this particular title, you can navigate directly to that by seeing the contents and do this. If you want the contents and details to be auto-populate, then you have to make sure that you have downloaded the file from an authorized publisher website like Elsevier or Springer or Taylor and Francis, or whatever it may be. So now we have seen how we create folder, add files, and view details. Next, we'll move on to the Mendeley search option. Mendeley has a powerful search option. So this is the Mendeley user interface, and you can have a tab here. This is your search tab. The search option in Mendeley is a comprehensive search option. The Mendeley search option is a comprehensive search option as well as context-specific search option. Mendeley provides a comprehensive and context-specific search option. I will just demonstrate, or we'll just see what do you mean by comprehensive and context-specific search option. So for that, I'm just moving to the user interface of Mendeley desktop software. Now, if you have to search means you are uncertain. If you know in which folder the file is, then you can go to that folder. Suppose if you don't know where it is exactly within the software, you go to all documents. If you click all documents, all of your documents will be populating in the user interface window. So I will make a search here. This is your search tab. I'm coming to this search tab, and I'm going to search one word, one keyword like ASPEN. Aspen, ASPEN, it is nothing but a software name. So if you do this, see, this word will be searched on all documents, not only in the file name. In the file name, in the title, see in the title it has shown, it has searched in the abstract, it has searched in the keyword, in the keyword session it has searched, in the inside the article it has searched. So everywhere, including reference itself, it is going to, starting from your title till reference or acknowledgement, wherever in the paper this name or this keyword is there, it is going to search and give you the result. This is what you call as comprehensive search option. That means a complete searching. Next, I will demonstrate why Mendeley is called as an context-specific search, or why Mendeley has a context-specific search. That means based on one context, we can search the articles. For that, you have to take the pull-down menu, and you have to specify the attributes you want to use. For example, based on author name only, I can search. For example, I'm going to put one name. See, then it is going to show only the articles who is that this authored by this particular author. Now this is going to check only on the author details and find out only journal pertaining to this or authored by this particular author. You can make the search more context specific by using more attributes. For example, in addition to this author name, I'm going to give year also. Year is nothing but year of publication. So if I put 2020, that's the year of publication, along with this author, then it shows the article pertaining to this particular author published in this particular year. Likewise, you can use more attributes to make your search more and more context specific. So that is why we call this search option as context specific search option. I hope that it is clear to you. So this search option in Mendeley is a powerful one, and you can make use of it and reduce your confusions while searching. Is that okay? I need your response.
Yes, sir, it's working. It's perfect. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable response. Now, after completing this, we will just move on to the next feature of Mendeley. So far, we have seen how we can add files from your hardware or from your device, like from your laptop or your desktop. Now I will demonstrate, or I will explain how we can extract articles as well as article data directly from the publisher website into the software. If I want to extract the article data or article directly from the publisher website and import it to the software, then we need an user, you need an interface, or you need an agent. That agent we call it as web importer. That means importing directly details from the web to the software. So if you have to first install web importer. To install web importer, we have to go to the tool section. To import a web importer, we have to go to the tool section. In the tool section, you have to go to install web importer. There's an option. You have an option. If you click this option, you can install web importer. And you can use this web importer to extract article details directly from the website to your software. Now I will demonstrate how we can install web importer and extract files directly, files as well as file details directly from the website. So you have to first go to your Mendeley desktop user interface, go to tools, install web importer. So if you go to install web importer, you'll be getting into a page like this. There you have an option like get web importer for Chrome. This web importer is nothing but it is an extension added to your Chrome browser. So you will be getting into a window like this. Web importer is an extension for Chrome. So here for me it is showing remove from Chrome. For you it will be add to the Chrome because I have already installed Mendeley web importer. So if you add this Mendeley web importer to the Chrome, by using this extension of Chrome, we can directly extract data from the article data from authorized publisher websites. So now I will just demonstrate how can we use Mendeley desktop web importer to extract article data. Before that, if you want to see where the Mendeley web importer we can access in the Chrome, you have to go to Chrome extensions. When you pull down this Chrome extension, see here you can see Mendeley web importer. At this point of time, I will demonstrate how we can use Mendeley web importer to import files directly from your web page and add it to your software. For that, first we can move to some publisher websites. For example, ScienceDirect will go. We'll go to ScienceDirect and we'll enter the home page of ScienceDirect. And as usual, we'll give some keywords to search our literatures or literatures pertaining to that particular keyword. And I have to go for search. I have given biomass. So the details of or the articles pertaining to that keyword will be listing here. Now, if you scroll down, you can see articles here. Now see some articles, only article data is available. That is the basic data of the article is available. In some, you will be having PDF also.
Am I audible, sir? Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Sir, actually, I have downloaded the same software on my desktop.
Sure.
It's showing whether any kind of registration or sign up is required.
Yes, sir. So already it is, sir. Already I have explained those things. I have given time for registration also. That is over.
Okay.
At this point, we have completed few more features also, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sorry, sir. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can get back to me later, sir. I will definitely help you for this.
Yes.
Or towards the end, I can demonstrate once again if you want how to install this. It's a time-bounded speech, sir. So shall I proceed with?
Yes. Sure, sir.
Okay. So here we can see articles. See some articles you will be having PDF available for download because it's an open access. Some there won't be. So your availability of the article in the form of PDF will be based on whether the article is an open access one or based on the subscription. You have subscribed this ScienceDirect, then you will be able to access it. So at this point, I will demonstrate. So what we do is we will just try to add this literature, variation of lignocellulosic biomass structure, as well as water-mediated catalytic, this journal also. These two journals, one with the PDF and one without PDF. We'll see how to import this data. For this, we have to go to this Chrome extension. If you go to Chrome extension, here you can see Mendeley web importer. You have to click that and you have to wait for a while. Okay, so as you are using for the first time, when I click this extension and I select Mendeley web importer, then you will be asked to sign in. For that, you have to provide the same login credentials you have generated for the Mendeley desktop software. So I repeat, to import articles from web page, I have to click this extension and you have to select Mendeley Web Importer from that extension menu. Then you will be getting a small window like this. This is nothing but your Mendeley Web Importer. In this Mendeley Web Importer, first you will be asked to sign in if you are using it for the first time. You have to use the same login credentials you have generated for Mendeley desktop software. If you have reached at this particular point, I can proceed further. I want your response. I will wait here because I know that most of you will be first users or first time users, so you need some time to log in. Please intimate me once you have done.
Done, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable response.
Sir,
Now,
I have a question. Do you mind? Hello?
Yeah, tell me, sir. Tell me.
Yeah, sir. If I want to access my documents across devices, what do I do? I mean, is it taking place automatically, or should I do something?
For this web importer?
No, for the desktop, Mendeley desktop.
Mendeley desktop? Tell me, sir.
If I want to have
access in another system or
another system, yeah, correct.
No, I'm coming to that, sir. It is included in my presentation. I will do a demonstration for that also.
Okay, sir. Actually, I'm not able to install the web importer because there is some issue with the administrative rights. I'm trying to use it on my other device.
Okay, you need admin permission to install your plugins.
I'm joining from my college, and I think there is some issue with the admin rights. No problem, sir. I'll work it out. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. What about others? Is it working well? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for the response. So now, see, by logging into Mendeley desktop web importer, see, you can see 25 references dictated on the page. Whatever be the page open, whatever be the data available here, it will be auto-populated in this particular small window. Okay, so we'll concentrate on this one. Variation of lignocellulosic biomass, this journal with the PDF, and this water-mediated one without PDF. So we'll scroll and see where it is, where these journals are. See, you can see variation of lignocellulosic biomass structure from torrefication and water-mediated catalytic. Now I will try to import these data from this website to my Mendeley desktop software. So what we can do is we can check these two. I'm going to add these two, and you have to go and you have to click add. It will take some time based on the connectivity and performance of your system. So now it is showing that it is added. See, variation of lignocellulosic biomass and water-mediated catalytic hydrodeoxygenation of biomass. We'll just go and see whether these two got added. One with PDF and another without PDF. So now we'll come to our user interface. What you can do is there is an option known as sync. You have to just sync. It's like you are refreshing now. So the syncing process in progress. It will sync. It will sync the library. We'll just wait. Okay, see here, variation of lignocellulosic biomass structure from torrefication, a critical review. That journal has come, or that article has come with the PDF. This sign shows that PDF is also there. Whereas we have seen that water-mediated catalytic, that particular literature, there is no PDF. So only the metadata corresponding to that particular article has been downloaded, because we have no access to the PDF from the authorized site. So if I click here, see, I can see the contents of this without opening this, as I mentioned earlier. Now, if I go to the details also will be auto-populated. Now, the thing is that, see, here you have PDF also, but if consider the second one, water mediated, if you click there, here you can no contents, because we have not downloaded the file was not available to download, but the metadata you can download. Author, title, all other data, we call it as metadata of the file. It is auto-populated, but file is not there. Still, this data we can use for citing your articles, even though PDF is not there, that I will demonstrate in the subsequent sessions. So I think it is clear that how to import articles from your website to your software using web importer. So if this is clear, then we will proceed. So first we have to install the Chrome extension, that is Mendeley Web Importer. Go to the authorized publisher site from where you have to download. You have to open Web Importer Chrome extension. From there you have to check and select the journals. Then go to add. Once you add this, the files will be imported to the software. And to view this, you have to go and use sync option. So Mendeley provides not only an opportunity not only to add from your device, directly it can take from web and add it to your software. Hope that it is clear to you. Then we can proceed further. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sync option is also working. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your valuable response. So now we have seen how to use Web Importer, how to use it, how to add files or export files. At this point, we are going to discuss another very important feature of Mendeley Desktop software. Mendeley Desktop software is supported by cloud storage, or every Mendeley account is linked with a cloud storage, where you can permanently store your articles added, and you can retrieve your articles as and when required, independent of or irrespective of or independent of the location or device you are using. That means Mendeley Desktop has a cloud support where you can add your files and you can access these files at any time from any place using any device. I will demonstrate this. Regarding this only, I got a question from Noel Saragas. I will just demonstrate this now.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you have files, and this is your Mendeley cloud storage. So what we have to do is we have to add first the files to your device. Your device may be a desktop or a laptop. First you have to add this. After adding this, we can store these files into your cloud permanently, so that it can be retrieved on a later stage whenever you require from any device, from any location. So for that, what you do is you'll be syncing the files already added. Now we have added some files in the demonstration itself. Those files or all the files, you can sync it or add it to your Mendeley cloud. This is done by an option known as sync option. Already you are familiar with now the sync option. So once you add files to your system and you click sync option, after syncing, what happens? All the data you have, all the files added in the desktop software is taken to or stored permanently in the cloud storage. This can also be done by using browsers also. You can add files to the cloud through browsers also. Once this is added permanently into the cloud, once articles are added permanently in the cloud, you can retrieve it as and when required. from any location or any device. For example, you can use your mobile phone, iPad, or your desktop, laptop, or even browsers to access your data from your Mendeley cloud. That means Mendeley desktop is going to facilitate a permanent storage of your article in Mendeley cloud, and you can access your files from any device and any location. That is, Mendeley desktop makes the access to your file stored from any location and any device. So whatever be the file stored in the cloud database, we can view also. So there is a provision in Mendeley desktop offered by Mendeley desktop software so that we can access the files we stored permanently in the Mendeley cloud. That is what you call as Mendeley web library. By using Mendeley web library, we can access the files that is already stored here. So we will move to Mendeley, view Mendeley web library, where we can access the files stored in this particular Mendeley cloud. Before that, whatever be the data stored in the Mendeley cloud, it will be there. Even if you encounter a system change or a system failure, your laptop is, if you have stored in Mendeley cloud, then if your laptop got a failure, or if it encountered a failure, what happens? What you can do is you can go to another PC or laptop, you get into your Mendeley account, again you put sync option, all the files from the cloud, it will be taken back to that particular device. So by using this cloud support, Mendeley helps us to face the issues arising from unexpected hardware failure. Now, as I mentioned, we can access the files from stored in this Mendeley cloud, or we can see the files stored in the Mendeley cloud by using Mendeley web library. Now, we'll see how we can view the files stored in Mendeley web library. So if you want to access your Mendeley web library, you have to follow www.mendeley.com. This is nothing but the address or URL for your Mendeley homepage. If you do this, you will be getting into your Mendeley homepage. Now in the Mendeley homepage, you have a library. If you click this option, you will be getting the Mendeley web library. This Mendeley web library is nothing but it is the exact replica of how you have arranged your files and folder in your storage. By using this library, you are just seeing how the files stored in the cloud of your Mendeley account. At this point of time, I will just demonstrate you how to access this Mendeley library. That means we are accessing the files stored in the Mendeley cloud using Mendeley web library. So for this, what we have to first do, we have added all these files in the software. We have to import this file, or we have to transfer this file, or you have to sync this file to your Mendeley cloud. For that, you have to do sync button, or you have to press this, or you have to select this sync button. So once this is done, everything is stored in cloud. Now we will access the cloud storage of this particular C, A, B, biodiesel, biomass C, all these folders and these articles you can access. All this, everything is stored in the cloud, and we can access the cloud by using Mendeley web library. So how to view Mendeley web library? You have to navigate to www.mendeley.com, or else what you have to do is in the software, from the software itself, you can access the Mendeley web page or Mendeley homepage. Go to help, Mendeley website, click. Then you will be taken to Mendeley homepage. You go to Mendeley, you have help. The second option, Mendeley website. So if you select that, you will be taken directly to the Mendeley homepage. Or else what you can do is you have to type www.mendeley.com. So this is the home page. In the home page, see, you will be having an option known as library. If you click library, it will take a few minutes. See, this is your Mendeley web library. This is nothing but exact replica of how you have arranged the files in your Mendeley desktop software. See, A, B, biodiesel, see A, whatever the journals we have there, it is there. Likewise, if this folder also, whatever the journal is there, you can see the file, you can access the file, you can download the file. Even if you encounter with an hardware failure, you can access the file, you can download the file. So no matter you are having a hardware failure or not, your files will be saved in your Mendeley cloud. So this is how we can protect our file and store the files permanently. Suppose I am coming to a lab, I want to refer to, I have not taken my laptop, in a digital lab I'm coming. There you can go to your Mendeley account, you can go to Mendeley website, take library, it is in front of you. Just double click, it will open. You can read it, no issues. Your article is ready. This article you have entered through Mendeley desktop software. Now you are accessing through web. It's safe. So hope that it is clear. If it is clear, or if you have accessed your web library, Mendeley web library, then we can continue with the hands-on. Is that okay? Okay. Thank you, Noel sir, for the response. What about others? I hope others also. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the response. So now we'll move on to, after viewing this Mendeley web library, next we'll be moving on to the next session. Thank you, Pawan sir, for the response. Now we'll be moving on to the next session. Next session is annotation and highlight options. Now we'll see how we can annotate and highlight articles using Mendeley desktop software. As I mentioned, Mendeley desktop software is a PDF reader where you can read, annotate, and highlight PDF. To annotate PDF, you have an option here in your menu or toolbar known as Note. If you use this Note option, you can annotate your articles. For highlighting the text or figures, you can use an highlight option here. So we can use annotate or Note option for annotating and highlight option for highlighting. After doing necessary annotation and highlighting, you can export this file with these annotations and highlights, so that you can effectively share this file with the ideas to your research group members or research students. That means you can export this annotated PDF. At this point, I will demonstrate how to annotate, highlight, and export the files in Mendeley desktop software. So for that, we'll move to Mendeley desktop software. Now, okay, it's A. So I'll be taking one file here. I'm selecting and opening it. See, you have a Note option and highlight option. So I'm scrolling down. I want to read some. I have read this and I found this. This area is important for me for further reading. So what I did is, I will just go to, I have to first select highlight option, and you have to just drag. So you will be getting highlighted this section. To change the color, you have to left click. There is a pull down menu for color. You take, suppose, green. So green you are going to give in the article where you want a further reading, or you want to read it again. Again, we will be reading it and we will be moving to another session. So here I found some important thing. Again, I go to highlight option and I am just going to highlight it. This data I need for writing an article. So I will give different color. I will be giving red. So one green and another red. Based on the theme, you can give color codes, or based on the requirement, you can change your color code so that you can use the identifier. This is for reading and this is for writing. Sometimes you found here some important points so that I can share it with my research students. So I will select this and I will be pull down. I will be moving to another color. I'm sorry, left click here and you can go to pull down and you can say, you can take some orange. So it will be an orange color. So in addition to this highlight, you can annotate the PDF also. For that, what you can do is you can go to note option and you can click here or left click here where you want to annotate. See, one annotation file is going to open. Here what you can type, suppose this is for further reading, read, and you can change the color code here also, put it green. Next you will come here, okay, this is for writing. Again I will left click here, I have to go to note, I have to left click, this is for red, this is for writing, so I will put a write. Whatever the thing you want to annotate, you can annotate. Then I have I have done this to share with my students. So you go to, you left click on annotate and left click on annotate option and again left click on this particular place, you will be getting an annotation window. Here if you go to the pull down, here also you can make the color code merging with the highlight. Now this we have done for sharing with students, for sharing, or students, I can type students, research students or research scholars or whoever maybe we can. So after doing all these things, even if you close this, it will be there. We'll see methanation of syngas. If you close this, see methanation of syngas, it will be, if you go there, it will be there, annotation, everything will be there. Now, see, you close this, again you select the file. Suppose you go to, if you want to see, even without opening the file, if you want to see what are the notes and highlights I have inside this particular article, for that, you come to the right hand side, this window, you take notes. See, you can see the whatever the annotations you have done here. Suppose if I want to directly go to this annotation session, right, you select this or you double click this. This automatically, this journal is going to open and it will be taking you to the page which contains that annotation. If I click this, this is going to come. If I click this, that is going to come. So easy access to annotated space. Even if the article is not open, you just select it, go to notes, you can see here. You can directly access to the place by clicking that annotation, it will be taken to that annotation site. So Mendeley enables annotation and highlight, effective annotation and highlight of the PDF articles. Now, once the annotation is done, I can export this file because I need this file with annotation so that I can share with my research group so they can also see the article along with this annotation and highlight. For that, what we have to do is we have to select the file. You have to right click, export PDF with annotation. If you do this, they will ask for the location. The location you browse and give, and you give export means there you will be getting a PDF copy of this file with highlights and annotations that you have made in this particular file. So this is how you use Mendeley Desktop as a PDF reader for highlighting, for annotation, as well as for exporting the file with the highlight and annotation. So I think this is clear to you. and a response at this moment will be appreciated. Please interact. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pawan, sir. Thank you for the response. Now, next we'll move on to the very important and useful feature of Mendeley desktop software for literature writing. That is how to auto-generate citation and bibliography we are going to see. Using Mendeley desktop, we can auto-generate citation and bibliography. In this topic or under this session, I will be discussing how to cite an article, how to merge citation, and how to insert bibliography automatically. So if you want to do this, if you want to perform auto generation of citation and bibliography, there should be an interface between the Mendeley desktop software and the Word document where you are preparing your article. So first thing is we have to establish an interface between the Mendeley desktop software and the MS Word file where you are typing the article. This interfacing is done by using a plugin known as MS Word plugin. You can access MS Word plugin under the Tools menu. If you go to Tools menu, the second option is Install MS Word plugin. If you select this MS Word plugin, then you can install the MS Word plugin. Now this MS Word plugin is going to act as an interface between the software and the MS Word doc where you are typing your article. One important thing you have to keep in mind before installing this MS Word plugin is, before installing this MS Word plugin, you have to make sure that any variant of MS Office is working. That is, you have, if you like Excel, PPT or Word is running now. If it is running, you have to close. Then only you are supposed to install this software or this plugin. So you go to Tools, you select Install MS Word plugin. It will take a few seconds to get installed. If you want to cross-check the installation, again you go to Tools, you come to again this section. At that time, it will be, instead of install MS Word plugin, it will be uninstall MS Word plugin because you have already installed the software or the plugin. So once this is done, now you can go to your Word and you can do auto generation of citation and bibliography. For this, that means after installing this MS Word plugin, you have to go to your Word document and you have to go to the section References. Then you will be getting two new icons. One is Insert Citation and other one is Insert Bibliography. Insert citation is used to insert citation in your text, as well as insert bibliography is used for auto generation of bibliography. At this point, I will demonstrate how to install Word plugin and how to do auto generation of citation and auto generation of bibliography. So first thing, you have to go to Mendeley desktop user interface, go to Tools. See, here it is already showing uninstall MS Word plugin. For you, first time it will be install MS Word plugin. You have to click that. So what happens? You will be, your MS Word plugin will get installed. You can cross check by coming again and seeing, then it will be uninstall MS Word plugin. Once this plugin is installed, you can go to your Word document. You can take a Word document where you are typing the literature. If you have installed MS Word plugin, we can proceed further. We can proceed further. Can you please respond? Have you reached this point? Please respond. Have you responded sorry, have you installed this MS Word plugin? Go to Tools, install MS Word plugin, then you have to open your Word file. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So now I have installed MS Word plugin. Under the references, if you go, you can see two icons. One is insert citation, other one is insert bibliography. Insert citation is used for auto generation of citation, and insert bibliography is used for auto generation of bibliography. Suppose you are typing the article, you are typing something. At this particular point, you want to cite one article which is already available in your Mendeley desktop. So for that, what you have to do is we have to click insert citation, go to Mendeley, then suppose I want to cite this article first. So what you have to go to insert citation, then go to Mendeley, select the folder, suppose it is folder A, select the article just by clicking. If it is selected, it will show by a blue color. Then there is an option here known as cite. Then you have to select cite. See, it has cited here. Suppose if you want IEEE format style, I will select, there is an option known as style. You go to IEEE style, which is more familiar to all. So you will be getting the citation here. Again, I'm going to type some portion of the literature and I'm going to cite. Here I want to together merge citation. For merging citation, what you have to do again, go to Mendeley. Suppose here I want to cite this one. Next 4 articles I have to cite. From 2 to 4 articles I have to write. So what I do is I have to select all the articles together. So you just click one article, hold Control, then you select you want, you can select. Then after selecting the sufficient number of articles, you can go to Cite. See. So I think I have selected repeatedly. I have selected same article. That's why one again coming. So we will just move down and select different articles because I have see same articles 2 times. That is why Cynthia asked me. So we will take different articles. We will select together and cite. See, it is coming 2 to 5. This is single citation and this is nothing but merging of citations. Now again I am going to type something. And again, I want to cite some article. Go to insert to Mendeley. So now I have used all the articles over here. Now what we do is we'll go to some other folder and take some other article. And I want to cite here. See, it is going to come as 6. So all your citations are, suppose you have completed all your citations in the paper writing phase and you want to auto-populate your bibliography. In this case, you will just put your cursor where you want to get your literatures or where you want to get your references. Bibliography is nothing but listing your references. So in this case, what you do is, I want to auto-populate your literature or your bibliography here or references here. So what you do is you put the cursor here, move to insert bibliography, select this. See, whatever be the literature, it is cited or the bibliography is auto-generated. If you want to do this manually, it's going to, if suppose journals, if you want to do this both citation as well as this bibliography, it is going to be a hectic deal. So by using software, we can make it very simple. Now you have prepared the manuscript, you went to your guide and he is saying that it's okay, but I want you to I want you to add one more article at this particular point. So manually means it is going to be hectic. All the sequence is going to change. But using Mendeley desktop, you can manage that, or we can resolve that problem. So you put the cursor where you want to insert a new reference. Again, go to insert citation, go to Mendeley, some other article we are going to take. Select article, cite here. See, now we got a 2 article here. See the numbers after, earlier this was 2 to 5, now it changed to 3 to 6. So even if you are adding, after the preparation of the journal, even if you are adding the literature one in between, then also the sequence will get automatically refreshed. Not only in the citation as well as in the bibliography. See here, bibliography also, it is changed accordingly. This is the new journal we have added. So thus we can do addition and deletion of journals even after preparing a journal or preparing a manuscript. Now, suppose I have communicated this to IEEE. It got rejected. I want to communicate to another journal where the citation style and bibliography style is entirely different. In that case, what we do is we have to change the citation style and bibliographic style. For that, we can go to this style menu. There is a pull down. Suppose I want to change the citation or citation style and bibliography, or I want to communicate this article, rejected article to, after reworking, I want to communicate to ACS nano, applied nanomaterials, suppose. Then I have to select this. Once you select this, see the citation style has changed. Here it is superscript, not in brackets. Here also corresponding change will reflect. Likewise, suppose you want to communicate it to another journal from Taylor and Francis. We know that Taylor and Francis, the features will be, or citation style and bibliography will be entirely different. So, International Journal of Ambient Energy, if we are going to take, the citation style got updated to that particular style. See here, it is nothing but author name followed by year for citation, and corresponding changes will auto-populate in the bibliography also. So, likewise, we can easily manage you can easily do auto citation and auto bibliography. Also, we can manage or address the change in both. Now, in the pull down menu, if the style is not available, you can go to more styles and you can get more styles. Here you can type some your journal name. Suppose I want Academy of Management Journals. Then you have to select it and install it. Then it will come into that installed section. Academy of Management Journal, it has come. You have select from here. You have to select this, use this style. Once you select this, you go to your style menu. In the pull down, it will be available. Now you can select this, means it will be based on this journal, your style will be changing. So it is going to change like this. Or even if you want to see some different style, again we can go and we'll select another like accounting form or whatever it may be, you will be available. ACS applied materials and interfaces, install here. Okay, this is one. From installed, you have to select, use this style. So go to get more styles, find your publisher or journal, put install, then it will be coming to the install section. From there, you go and select use this style. Then you can have that file in the pull down menu. See, ACS applied materials and interfaces. So it will automatically come here and it will adjust the citation accordingly, because earlier it was apply this one management we have taken. It was management we have taken. The style was this one. Now we have changed it to ACS applied materials and interfaces. So style got changed. So by this option, we can manage the auto citation and auto citation of your literature as well as auto generation of your bibliography. So this is a very important feature for writing journals. So now we have experienced the major features of Mendeley desktop software for proper reference management as well as for literature writing. With this, I conclude my session. If you have any queries, you may please ask. Chat box. Sir, can you just show how to include reports or some textbooks from web in your account? Okay. So the thing is that you should, okay, for textbook, I will, only thing is that citation style should be available for the report. At this point, I will demonstrate you certain things for addressing question. First thing is that you can go for add manually. So what you do is you just drag and drop that file. Then suppose, okay, I'll just tell. So for this folder, you drag and drop that report. If the report is not from an authorized site or from an authorized agency, details won't auto-populate. At that point, what you can do is you have to go to details. For example, if you select this, there are details because all these are from authorized section. So what you have to do is you have to go to this pull down menu. See, book is there or anything is there, journal, whatever with the report. You take report and you manually enter this data. Title, author name, name of that publisher. If it is not there, leave it as such. Then you enter all the related details to that report. Then use the same procedure. You'll get your report ready. Then that was one of the questions. One more. Textbooks. Same thing, you can use textbooks. If it is a standard textbook, I will demonstrate one more method. So what you do is, what you can do is you can go to Google for thermodynamics essential. I'll take thermodynamics essential. So you go to books, Google Books. For example, you go to thermodynamics book. Okay, you come here, you take one of the editions, latest edition, 2015 is the latest. Okay, we'll take that edition. See, now you come here, see, create citation. You have a session on create citation. So in create citation, you have citation files. That means the metadata will be stored in these files. For example, I will take BibTeX file. I'm going to download this BibTeX file. Okay, so I have just downloaded this file. So I can go to my downloads, and this is the file I have downloaded. So this is a BibTeX file. These are files which containing the metadata of the article. So for that, what you can do, you just go to Mendeley, you go to files, import file, then take BibTeX. What you can do is you can directly drag and drop. That's better for your easy understanding. You take this, you drag and drop. See, the metadata will be populated. Central and bones, these things and what you have to do is a book already it has taken it as book. So here everything, the data will be available. Publication data, ISBN, everything will auto populate. Now regular citation you go, you'll be able to cite your book also. Several more features are there. You can play around with the software and you can explore more and more details. I have just given the demonstration of important functions. So you just asked as a specific question, so I demonstrated one more function. Yeah, sir, suppose if I have two Mendeley accounts, is it possible to link the two and share the data? Definitely you can. That is what I told. I have just demonstrated the useful and powerful functions. This is also possible. This is also useful, in fact. So for that, what you have to do is you just go to Mendeley interface. See, whatever we have done so far is in my library. So there is another session known as external library. External library, you can make private groups. In private groups, what we are going to do is, like WhatsApp group will be preparing groups. So you can select create group. So you can give a group name. After creating the group name, you can, just like what we do in WhatsApp, you will take a new group, you'll put a name for that, you will add people. Likewise, if you create this group here, there's a provision for sending invitation through email. If suppose I am sending this mail to one of my friend, he can get this mail. In that mail, if he permits, he will be added to my group. Now, for example, this research is one group. Now, what this section in external library, whatever under group, whatever I put the data, it will be shared mutually with the members. For a group, you can have 25 members. That is how we can interact by using groups. In fact, I'm thankful for your queries and response.
Thank you, Dr. Rupesh sir, for your nice presentation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
We shall continue our program after a tea break, and we will be back at 12 p.m. with the second session. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.